So let's get ready to jump on in. Hello everybody and welcome. This is Adrian. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's my time for some Imperium Universalis as Macedon in our Macedonian campaign. This is our let's try of Imperium Universalis. However, the first episode was quite successful, so I think you guys enjoyed. I think you guys enjoyed the first episode, you know. So let's go and jump on in. Let's take a look at what we're doing right now. It's the year 406 ab Urbe Condita. And we have Queen Regent Olympias Assedii, 453. This is Alexander's mother. And then we have Alexander III the Great Argead, 666 heir. We have about 7 years until he gets onto the throne, so we have a little bit of time for some peace. Let's go take a look here. We could make some states. We could build some stuff. I want to build up the navy a little bit. We have a couple sailors. I do want to get probably some more transports. Maybe one transport. Couple light ships. I don't think we'll necessarily get triremes. We could, but I don't know. Eh. I'm not sold on it. Could get one transport and like 5 galleys. How many sailors do they take? These take 70 sailors. These take 50. Jesus. All right, can we do that? I think we can. We're gonna need a strong navy, so we'll try and get that. Okay. I want to take a look at something. Let's go to the protection interface. Let's go to diplomacy. Let's go to alliance actions. Or no, influence actions. And let's go to who would want to be a tributary. So, we can make all of these guys into tributaries. Anybody that's green. The question is, do I want to do that? I've considered it primarily because these guys could give me monarch points, or manpower, or money, or just all of them. My one concern is that some of them would become rebellious. I mean, some of these guys are fairly large. They have large military forces. But then again, our military is pretty good too. So, I don't know. Let's actually take a quick look. How much food do we have? We've actually got plenty of food, to be honest. Because Athens is definitely our rival. Sparta is definitely our rival. Arcadia is definitely our rival. We've rivaled... For some reason, I can't rival Athens yet. That's weird. I mean, I know Athens hates me for sure. So... Does he have claims on my territory? He's got a few claims on my territory, actually. We may even want to make... I wonder if we can make friends with the Persians. That'd be interesting, huh? Yeah, I'm thinking, why don't we go ahead and make some tributaries? If something goes wrong, we'll deal with it then. But I think having some tributaries to give me some monarch power would be pretty good. Samaria declared war on the Aorsoi. Somebody just declared an independence war against Athens, I think. We have a truce with Athens until 410 AD. Colchis declared a war for independence. Defender against Colchis and the Colchian War of Independence. So a couple allies or a couple vassals, you know, declared independence. Athens is allied with Gest Odrysia. Okay. Well then. Now thinking back on it, we probably should have conquered more. Thinking back on it, we probably should have conquered more under the reign of Philip II, but that's all right for now. We won't worry too much about it. Let's go and take those guys. Let's come over here. Yes, tributary states. Let's have these guys give me either money or manpower. I think a couple of these guys are kind of disloyal. We'll improve relations with them if we can. The Agrionians are loyal. Let's come back with this guy, Labate. So I've got some people giving me money. Amphiphilus is giving me a lot of money. These guys are giving me money as well. I have Molossia giving me manpower. It's 300 a month. Or they could give me 2 ducats, but I went with manpower instead. And the Agrionians could give me 2 ducats or manpower. And I wanted the Agrionians to give me manpower, so that's what they're doing. Let's see. I got a question in Twitch chat in this mod. How's the fire phase and the shock phase work? I mean, hoplites have strong fire phase? No, so I believe As far as I know, any cavalry and any infantry, hoplites and phalangites and pikemen and stuff, they have the shock phase. And then, as far as I know, skirmisher is the only fire phase that it exists. I can come over here. The Macedonian hoplites, you know, we have shock pips and morale pips, offensive, defensive. Macedon citizen cavalry. Now, this is the thing: is with some cavalry, especially during this time period, cavalry were usually equipped with javelins. They would have javelins. And usually either, you know, Sarissa pikes, you know, like the companion cavalry were usually equipped with short swords, and they would have pikes. They would have long pikes that you could use to smash through an enemy line. Or you had just like Macedon citizen cavalry. Citizen cavalry were usually just well armored. They had, you know, decent horses. And then they usually were equipped with just a short sword. See here, the Prodromoi. I'm pretty sure these guys are equipped with javelins. That's why they have offensive fire. I'm pretty sure. So actually, it might not be a bad idea to move to some Prodromoi. How many cavalry do we have? We only have one cavalry unit right now because I think we can only have. Where does it tell me about our insufficient support? Yeah, your army excluding skirmishers cannot be comprised of more than 25% cavalry, or you'll suffer insufficient support. So that makes sense. There we go. We can rival Athena now. We should actually probably declare war on him. Let's grab inventory. We'll grab some here in Peia. Peia is our capital. Macedonia Orientalis, Eastern Macedonia. Let's take a look here. Let's keep making some tributaries. I think for now, we'll just get as many tributaries as we can. We'll see. We'll see what happens with these guys. A thief in the library. Uh-oh. That's bad. Delegation from Talanti. Earl of Talanti sent us a delegation of some of his best advisors and friends and asked us if we can teach them our ways. Show them our world. Let's see, any facts? I got a question in the Twitch chat. Any facts about Albania? Well, Albania during this time, most of Albania was actually controlled by Greeks. There was some of these Illyrian peoples that existed within Albania, but they didn't really get to own Albania proper, because this area here, particularly the Kingdom of Epirus, there's actually, let's go and take a look at our friend over here. We have a friend, this guy here, his name is Molossia. And the Kingdom of Epirus, which is basically Albania plus a little bit of northern Albania over here. The Molossians were not entirely Hellenic. They weren't entirely Illyrian either. They were kind of like right in the middle. And so the Kingdom of Molossia owned most of this area. As you guys know, the general and the king, Pyrrhus of Epirus was a Molossian. So him and his kind of his father and his grandfather and you know, his descendants were some of the first Molossians to really become kind of Hellenistic. So Pyrrhus was Molossian, and eventually the Molossians were called the Kingdom of Epirus. And Epirus, once they went from the designation from Molossian to Epirit, was kind of when they transitioned from being like kind of Illyrian sort of to being more Hellenistic. They weren't exactly Greek, not ethnically or anything. That's why it's not Hellenic, it's Hellenistic. They were like Greeks. They weren't necessarily Greeks entirely. So as you can see right now, most of this area here, we got some Doric Greek over here. We have northwestern Doric over here. We have, I think Epirit is right here. So this area is controlled by Greeks. What would eventually happen is the Illyrians would, over time, especially because of invasions from the Germans and invasions from the Celts and things like that, they would eventually move kind of into Illyria and stay here forever. The Kingdom of Epirus was always kind of around, and you know, there was Epirus, Macedon, and then the rest of Greece. But Illyrians would eventually settle this area, and Illyrians are basically the modern day descendants of Albanians. Let's see here. I got a question. Do you know much about the origins of Sparta? Yeah, Sparta was... I mean, there's not much to them about origins, per se. They were a militaristic state. They had two kings that would balance each other's power, and then all adult males were trained for war, and then Sparta relied heavily on slavery to fund their economy and to fund their, you know, their society when the men were at war. Alexander the Great and his father Philip II of Macedon never completely conquered Sparta. Sparta was perhaps the one Greek state that they truly feared, primarily because the Spartans were very proud people. Nobody really believed that they could be conquered entirely. There would always be problems. So Philip II of Macedon and Alexander the Great of Macedon never completely controlled Sparta proper. I got a comment in the Twitch chat. Pyrrhus of Epirus is Albanian. That is not true. That is not true at all. Just because somebody's Epirot or Molosian does not mean they're Albanian. They're two completely different things. Let's take a look here. So we're training up some more troops here. We're training up a navy as well. Let's keep grabbing some tributaries. I just want to make sure all these guys are loyal. Establish tributary. Belfi. These are the Duronis. Cool. Let's go take a quick look around. What can these guys give me? Let's say I get a question in Twitch chat. Weren't slaves common in every Greek state? That is correct. However, Sparta was a little different than the rest. Spartan slaves, they were called helots, or helots, however you want to pronounce it. They were treated differently than other slaves. Some helots were used for warfare, but usually Spartans did not trust helot slaves to fight in wars. So what would happen is a lot of the men would go off to war, a lot of Spartan men would go off to war, and the helots would just be kind of around, and sometimes they were trained with weapons, sometimes they weren't, but they weren't treated very well. And so there was always kind of this thing about how to best control helots. In other Greek states, that wasn't, you know, slaves were slaves. Obviously, they didn't have political freedom, but they weren't necessarily looked down upon. But in Sparta, it was different. Sparta very much treated their slaves a little differently. Okay, let's go and make this is cardio. Yeah. Can I grab an extra diplomat by any chance? Ooh. Manpower cover speed, core creation cost, leaders of the upkeep. That'd be pretty dope to have. Because manpower cover speed is pretty damn important. I'm actually willing to take that. And then what about this? Land fire damage, skirmisher cavalry, combat flanking ability, cavalry combat ability. Or infantry shock damage. Yeah, we'll pick an infantry focus because obviously we're Macedon, so establish tributaries. Let's go for the Ardei. Okay, so what is our empire so far? My God, that is enormous. Nice. We become strong every day. We still have some more exhaustion. Let's keep an eye on Liberty Desire. Let's just make sure Liberty Desire stays down pretty far down. Molossia used to be our ally, but now they are our tributary. We should improve relations with them actually. Let's take a look here. Ooh, Perinthos. Perinthos wants to be a tributary as well. Cool, man. What about Byzantium? I actually, you know, I don't think we would probably want to attack Byzantium. I don't think we would want to, yeah. I don't think I want to make them a tributary. Having Byzantium itself is pretty damn important. Byzantium is going to be one of the most important cities ever. Let's make sure we keep getting tributaries. Talanti over here. I wonder if anybody would accept it. Does anybody want to become an autonomous vassal? Okay, let's take a quick look. Can anybody give me monarch points? These guys are all giving me, basically, they're all giving me money. But I'm wondering, is there anybody that can give me monarch points? Perinthos is kind of disloyal a little bit. Yeah, I got some disloyal people. A lot of these guys are pretty strong, but, you know. Yeah, most of these guys cannot give me monarch points. They can give me either money or manpower. Okay. Well, for now, we'll keep it that way. Let's keep expanding our influence a little bit. Anybody that will not become a tributary, we will conquer, basically. Apollonia is now a tributary. We'll have to defend a lot of these people just in case they are attacked. So we could be going to war quite often with you know, other Greek states. Ambracia has become a tributary state. We have the Lamians. Who's this? Magnesia? Yep. Let's come over here. Lamia. Who else would want to be a Macedonian vassal? Or tributary? Jesus Christ. And these don't take up diplomatic relations slots, correct? No, they don't. Nope. Cool. Okay, so I think we're gonna have most of these people give me money. Holy shit, Corinthos became a tributary? Oh, wow. That's good. Corinthos is one of the strongest Greek states in the south. Who's this? Let's find out where he is. This guy? He's an autonomous vassal of Persia, but he wants an alliance with me. I'm gonna go ahead and decline that. Okay, so this is the Macedonian Empire so far. We're gonna take over Odrysia for ourselves. We'll probably take over Ottomanti as well. The Odrysian kingdom will fall. Ooh. Oh shit, okay. So Thessaly's allied with Syracuse and Brachia. A couple other people. As far as I know, as far as I'm aware, my tributaries will not go to war with me. I don't think they're allowed to. As far as I know. Damn, dude. Look at that shit. That's crazy. Still. Who else wants to become a tributary? You. Now, we should be cautious because... We should be... Ooh, nice. We should be very, very cautious because the Persians could declare a war and want, you know... They may want to take over some of our tributaries, which would be very bad. Dude, look at this shit. Look at the military power that I could have summoned. My god. Okay, so we want to conquer Thessaly. I'm trying to find out who could we conquer. Well, we do have claims, but did we not get a CB? Yes, see a Lotus. We do have a conquest Cassispoli. Yeah, Andalopia. Why am I not allowed to declare a conquest war? That's weird. I'm not entirely sure what's up with that. We're gonna want advisors. Guest expansion impact. Yep, that'd be pretty good. So full over maintenance, we're making about a ducat a month. We have 16,000 men in the army. Why is it that I cannot declare a conquest CB? That's weird. Let's take a look at our navy. Let's see if our navy is almost done. I think they are almost done. But I would love to build shipyards. Would be a good idea. Holy shit, training camps gives you morale of armies plus 0.1 for every training camp? That's pretty gnarly, dude. Wow. Yeah, if we have more money, we could build more shipyards. But I think most of the tributaries are giving us quite a bit of money. I don't think I need manpower. I think we have plenty. What I do want to do is I want to improve the liberty desires from these guys. Okay. Okay. So we can't declare any real wars until I think probably Alexander comes to power, which is about 5 years. Okay. So I guess we'll have to wait. Let's see. Charistus declared war on the new enemy Athena. They cite independence as their CB. Okay. We could rival Rome, Rhodos, Pentry, Lesbos, and Boeotia. And Syracuse. Syracuse technically has rivaled me. Let's take a look over here in southern Italy. Still have a lot of the Greek states in Magna Graecia. Rome is expanding, but they're still pretty small. Looks like we're out of food supplies. Yeah, because it's August right now, so we haven't had the harvest yet. We'll start food imports then. Food imported from Persia. Cool. We got a gift from Amphipolis. Nice. Okay, so we're capped out on manpower now. So the Agrionians and Molosians will be giving me manpower. Everybody else will give me some money, which is pretty good because I mean, dude, this adds up pretty quick. Look at the amount of money. Like 6 ducats a year. Is it every month or every year? I'm pretty sure it's every year because these guys are tributaries. That's weird. Yeah, I think it says each month, but I'm pretty sure it's every year. We have a drought in Thrace. Tributary state Molus declared war on Dolopia. Really? Oh, they declared war on this dude. I wonder. So I don't have a conquest CB, but I could potentially just invade with a border conquest. And we do have claims on this, at least some of it. But then again, there's a lot of aggressive expansion that we would get. And aggressive expansion is kind of something that I don't really want to grab. Because coalitions are pretty easy to start in this game. Ooh, stability. Carthage declared war on Himera? Ooh. Let's see, how strong is Carthage? Wow, Carthage is getting pretty large, dude. They've already taken over most of Sardinia. They're pushing into Corsica. Perhaps we will see an early Punic War. Cool. Officers retire. Okay. We still have Parmenion and Attalus in charge of our armies. Chaonia declared a war on Molosia. They cite tribal raid as their CB. Okay, so it looks like my tributaries will go to war with each other. Which, I'll admit, is not necessarily what I want to have happen. Oh, cool, look at that. Their name even changes to satrapies. That's fucking cool. That's dope. Let's take this. 15. Okay, so we still need to get ahead in technology for those guys. Okay, so as soon as Alexander comes to power, we're just gonna start fucking some people up. We're gonna take on the Odrysians. We're gonna take out the Admonanti. We'll probably conquer Byzantium, and then perhaps we will invade Persia. Perhaps we will invade Persia. How strong is Persia? Can I stop these food imports now? Maybe. I wonder. Should we get rid of slavery? I'm not gonna lie, morale of armies plus 5% would be pretty nice. National unrest going down would be pretty cool too. It's not like we have rebel problems anyway, but you never know, man. We're still coring some stuff. We've got a few places we can make it estates, like here in particular. And I think we should do that. Population of Lyrian. Okay. Let's take a look at our estates. The Perioakai, Teriawai, Point Advisor, Yearly Legitimacy, ask for money? No, I don't need money. Grant privileges. Who's won absolutism? Really, the Odrysians want alliance. That's curious. Aren't they allied with Athenae? They are. Why would they want alliance from me? Let's see, I got a question in Twitch chat. I heard that if you conquer Persepolis, the Persian capital, then you annex the entire Persian Empire. Can anyone confirm this? I believe that's true. I believe if you declare war, or there's like a specific war that will happen. It's like an event that you will declare war on the Persians. And if you're able to siege down Persepolis, which has a fairly large garrison of 2,000. Yeah, 2,000 men, so you would need 60,000 for this. If you siege down Persepolis, I do believe you annex the entirety of the Persian Empire. But that also means you have to deal with the Daodakai, so. And as soon as we get to that portion of the game, I will discuss that history as well. I can't demand any damn monarch points though. That's unfortunate. Okay, we wait until Alexander comes to the throne. I can't declare war on anybody right now. And it looks like one of my tributaries may take Thessaly for us. We will definitely attack Larissa and we'll take out Thessaly. No matter the cost. We will kill all of them. Would love a stronger navy too. Can we get more ships? We have 5 transports. Let's get a couple... This goes over the force meta thing, yeah. Sparta declared war on Messenia. They said hegemonic war. Abydos declared war on Athenae. They said independence. Okay. So we will wait for the time to strike. We will take out the Odrysians. I think I can annex them in one war, as far as I know. One war should do it. We just keep our army over here, I guess. And Ainos. Crenides is over here. And we just wait for Alexander to take power. He's 11 years old right now. I mean, at least his mother's pretty good at ruling. A 453. Shit, that's pretty decent, dude. It's pretty good. Yeah, I definitely should have conquered a little more with Philip II, though. That would be my only real thing. I guess I could probably restart and conquer more under Philip, but it's fine. It's fine. We're doing fine. That's all right. We have 90 prestige? Shit. So the Persians are dealing with tons of revolts. What's their military strength? 216,000 men. My god, man. Where's Malice? Where is he? Not sure. Here he is, Malice. We have a CB on him. Why? I don't know. I don't even think we border him. Curious. Okay, so we have a truce with Athenae that has ended. How's our food supplies? We have a pretty good amount of food. We are consuming quite a bit, though. The old captain! A man arrived at our court today. He's an old Navy captain who served in our Navy for many years. Yeah, I'll take him as an advisor, I suppose. Let's see. The Agrarians of Doberian Separatists. Damn, being over that Forceman is really expensive. Is Parmenion still in charge? Yes, he is. Then we have Attalus as well. Damn. We have to floor with those guys. Crap. Okay. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna take a quick break here. I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching as always. Holy shit, Egypt is independent. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment.